What happened to Charlie Kirk wasn't politics, it was hate. Pure, festering hate that has been allowed to accumulate for years. And let's be honest about where it came from, because the radical side of politics has spent years pumping venom into culture, branding anyone who disagrees as a racist, a Nazi, a fascist. And you can only repeat that so many times before those who are incapable of critical thinking start to believe it. And I know, because I've lived it, I've seen it, and the killing of Charlie Kirk is a new low for where we could go. And once they've sold that lie, they don't just feel justified in silencing you, they celebrate it. They cheer when you are destroyed. They applaud when violence does the job that their arguments never could. And I'm doing these videos because I got one or two very positive messages saying thank you for speaking up, but I also got one very abusive message. Needless to say, it was from an anonymous account. But nevertheless, what inspires these people to send hate-filled messages? And Charlie was a target because he spoke, because he debated, because he wouldn't be silenced. And now the mask is off. They celebrated his killing. Let that sink in. This isn't politics, it is pure evil, applauding political violence because their ideology couldn't win through the prism of debate. Imagine the level of indoctrination required to cheer on something like that. Everyone who knows me knows that I am not an apologist for the balmy right-wingers in America, and those who have been following my views for quite a long time will recall that I have consistently called out the Westboro Baptist Church and the threats posed by religiously motivated conversion therapy. However, there is a new and insidious threat, and that is the enemy of debate. And this should be a source of alarm for everybody. And I just want you to think about it for a moment, because if you are the kind of person that cheered on the death of Charlie Kirk as though it was your favourite team winning at something, then your argument is morally bankrupt. You should also reflect on the source of this intense hatred. In the conversation I have with people getting in the cab, whether they lean to the left or right of politics, it doesn't really matter. I'm consistently reminded that we share far more in common than what divides us. I mean, we've all heard of the term PSYOP. In fact, it seems like a buzzword at the moment, but I encourage those who cheer for violence to take a moment to consider what led them to believe such responses were acceptable. Likewise, algorithms and echo chambers are fueling the heat, and that is why debate and free speech is needed now more than ever. Strong opinions are always valid, but it is crucial not to allow those feelings to morph into a shared hatred for those who might be our mothers, our fathers, and our neighbours. This isn't politics anymore. It is not left versus right. This is hatred so deep, so deranged, that those we once considered reasonable people applaud murder as though it were a victory. And if that doesn't terrify you, if that doesn't wake you up, then you haven't been paying attention.